Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa barik ala Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Wassalamu alayka ayyuhan nabiyyu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allahumma anfa'na min amlamtana ya hamara'imin. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to teach us what benefit us from what He taught us, ya Bilal Amin. Today, my brothers and sisters and elders in Islam, Aki and Akwan, our topic today is about 3 houses that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has caused. 3 to 4 houses, let me say 3 to 5 houses that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has caused, His curses upon. One, the curse of Rabbi Allah, we should always stay away from the curse of Rabbi Allah, and we should not do things that will earn the anger and the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But there are certain houses that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has definitely caused. They are: 1, the house in which there is a dog inside. Dog is haram in Islam. The house in which there is a dog inside, in which it leaves its hair around, angel will not enter inside the house where there is a dog inside. And any house of a Muslim, or any house of a Muslim, there you see a dog inside that house you see a dog, definitely that house is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you look inside the house, there is a dog inside the house, definitely angel will not enter inside the house. And dog definitely normally reduce your barakah. If you have dog inside your house, it will reduce your barakah, your ibadah, your salah, most of your good deeds. It will reduce 1/3 according to the ulama. They said that it will reduce 1/3 of your ibadah. Number 2, the house in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala curse is upon is the house in which there is painting and picture and carving inside the house. That house is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the 3rd house in which the curse of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is upon is the house in which they are, let me say, the light, the money that is being used by the man that has the house, the light that is in that house, that does not allow any guest to enter in the house. Any house that does not allow guests to be there frequently, that house is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Any house in which there is light and everything is okay there, and they did not allow guests to enter inside that house is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the 5th one is any house in which they didn't pray any sunnah salah, and any house in which the wife voice is louder than the husband voice, that house is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So these are the houses. 1, the house in which there is dog inside, that house is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. 2, the house in which there is pictures and painting and carving inside, that house definitely is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. 3, the house in which, the wife voice is louder than the husband voice, that house is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. 4, the house in which they did not perform salah, sunnah salah, that house too is being caused. That abandoned the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that house is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And 5th, the house in which they did not allow stranger or guests frequently, that house is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In which the man that has the money that lights the place, that does not allow guests to enter in that house is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. An angel does not enter in that house. Any house wherein there is no angel, that house is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you do not see any angel in your house, definitely your house is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there are some people too that is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like the people, any man or woman that tattoos is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The one that drinks alcohol is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The one that take intoxicants, smoking, is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The one that puts eyelash, eyebrows, nails is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even if it is a Muslim. Let me say there are many. This is just a tip of an iceberg, There are many. Any man that does not follow the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that man or woman is being caused by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There are many, to name but few. Subhanaka la bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Jazakallahu fikum.